It is day 11, IIHF World Hockey Championship. Just 2 days left in group play as we focus on Group A in Copenhagen at Royal Arena. And who said it's a young man's game, Mike Johnson? Ladislav Nagy, 38 years young, leading his team with 5 points. Pavel Datsuk, 39 years of age, leading the Russians with 8 points. So they've been bringing it. Your netminders, Igor Shashyorkin, one start. It was a win, a shutout, so he makes his second start of the tournament, did some mop-up duty. And Marek Chiliak, 28 years of age, a 1-2 record, goals against of 199, an extra Liga champ back home in Czech Republic with Kamena Brno, So we are underway at Russia, Slovakia, and a big game for Slovakia with their eye on the quarterfinals. Russia, a chance to find the podium this year for the 5th straight year, and giving chase is Grigorenko into the corner. Dadonov out there, and Artem Anisimov, the second line, and there is Ladislav Nagy, your former teammate, Mike, in the National Hockey League, and he's still bringing it.
Is he ever, having a fantastic tournament. Joke that he was too old and slow to play at this level. Doesn't look that way, as he has been Slovakia's most productive forward.
As Kristoff was driving towards the front of the net, Selevich behind the net, continues to dig with Gavrikov. Bouncing puck, far circle. Kiselevich takes the bump and picks up the puck in the near wall. As Russia looks to start up, stretch pass, look up ahead, and Kirill Kaprizov. You got him, mark number 7. He's having a dynamic tournament, property of the Minnesota Wild. All the way around to the far wall, Pavel Datsyuk, the captain, chips it back in. Gusev, also on this top line for Russia, was a star at Pyeongchang. Gusev, in front, shot, deflected, rebound, and Pavel Datsyuk coming to play, loading up that one-timer, but it was broken up. Kaprizov, quick to fire it back in. Here's Datsyuk with Gusev, drops, fires, and a nice stop early from Chiliak, as Gusev, always dangerous, and a guy you watched, Mike, at the Pyeongchang Olympics.
Yeah, he was incredible in the Olympics, best forward on the gold medal team for OAR, and he jumped into this tournament late, but showed seamless chemistry with Datsyuk and Kaprizov. Look at the tape jump on that stick. That is something to marvel at. Puts a pretty good shot on Chiliak, who looks sharp early. Chiliak's been good for Slovakia. Not to be surprised to see him have a good game.
Puck in front, right over Shalunov as it bounces over his stick, and here comes Smetana. Long shot. Sheshyorkin got a piece of that and kicks it into the corner. Swung back down low behind Sheshyorkin. In front, shot, Boots, rebound. As Boots had a pretty good look in the slot, and Sheshyorkin, both goalies tested early. David Boots works it back behind the net, but his teammates changing behind him as it's swung in down the ice. Behind the net by Nikita Shashnikov for the St. Louis Blues. Bouncing puck over the blue line, and there's Janosik swinging at it. Pops back out into neutral ice as Mikhaev sends that across. Kablukov had his stick poked, and he couldn't get an opportunity, so it's fired once again. Sheshyorkin out to play it. Past Kiselevich, and right in front of the Russian bench. And another great crowd here inside Royal Arena on a Monday afternoon here in Copenhagen, just after 4 p.m. local time, and the fans are into it. It's one of the great things about this tournament, Mike. The fan support, fantastic.
Every game, every country has their own group of supporters.
Dadonov now making moves, puts on the brakes, pinned along the far wall, loses the puck. Slovakia back on it, led by Kristoff. Kristoff to Yurko. Ladislav Nagy, the top line for Slovakia out, and unable to keep it in as Russia moves it up ice. Anisimov, drag move, lost it. The Maple Leaf, Zaitsev behind the net with speed. Nikita Zaitsev fires, deflected, and right over the stick of Grigorenko, or otherwise he would have been money in the slot. Back up to the point. Zaitsev, floating shot, tip in front, side of the net, and fired right through the crease. As Anisimov had a pretty good look, but right through Chiliak. Russia changing behind the play as Deluga picks it up and chips it along the far wall. Over to Nagy, he wanted to change, and he'll take one.
Russia bails Slovakia out there with going all the way back behind their own net, because Slovakia was tired late in the shift early in the game when your legs aren't fully warmed up.
How does Slovakia win this game, Mike?
Great goaltending by Chiliak for sure. Opportunistic on their offense. They're not going to get a lot of chances. They're not going to have the puck as often. They're going to have to defend brilliantly and score on the couple chances they get.
Datsyuk driving in. Gusev back up top, long shot, down low, backhand off the bar. Oh, Datsyuk. We've talked about his stick and that backhand that close. As Boots drives in. Looks like Bondra lost his stick, so he's going to play some soccer. Penalty to come. It was probably whacked out of his hands. So our first power play, slashing the goal. Trampkin going to the box.
Slovakia staying alive, scoreless so far. And now they'll go to their first power play opportunity with Trampkin picking up the slash. Big 6'7" defenseman, a little over-aggressive coming down on top of the Slovakian forward. And see the battle that happens into the corner. Yakovlev digging in against Boots, and there's the slash in front of the net with Trampkin and Vondra. Here's a previous chance, off the shoulder of Chiliak, off the bar and out the back door. And it seems like the more important the game is, the more goal-focused Pavel Datsyuk becomes.
So Slovakia now, Mike, on the power play, 2 for 13, ranked 13th in the tournament. Face off to the right, Sheshyorkin controlled. Gavrikov wraps it along the boards, and Sekera, the captain, he'll keep it in. Andrei Sekera wearing the C, the Edmonton Oiler. As the battle continues, Haščák, who's had a great tournament on the far wall. Haščák drives behind the net. Back up to the point for Christian Jaros, the Ottawa Senator. As Jaros gets it back down low. Bakos setting up in the near circle. Little backhand. Jaros slides it across. Shot, rebound in front. Bakos there. And a nice job from Igor Sheshyorkin to cover up, who plays for St. Petersburg in the KHL.
You talked about Haščák, who has been all around the net in this tournament, and he finds himself in front of Sheshyorkin, again, trying to find a piece of that tip. Pretty good first 40 seconds of the power play for that unit.
Just saw Tommy Shurko comes inside for the leads and shots on goal with Nagy with 15, so look to him to fire the puck out there on this power play. Jaros, near circle, back up to the point. Sekera weaving at the blue line, back to Jaros. Try to sling it across in the skates and all the way down the ice as Sekera has to hustle back. Here's Jaros. Had just a couple games with the Ottawa Senators, and his usual defensive partner, obviously not on the power play, is Ferraveri, so a couple of young guys paired up together on the blue line. Yurko driving far wall. Kiselevich picks that off and fires it back down the ice.
Wasted 40 seconds for that unit. Can't get up the ice. Russia does a really good job. Look how aggressive they are. They're not sitting back and challenging in the neutral zone like a lot of teams do. They're well inside the offensive zone.
Russia allowing just 2 power play goals in the tournament thus far as it's fired into the Russian bench, so have a face-off.
And if you're going to press that far up the ice, you have to trust your skating, you have to trust your system, because one breakdown, you can have a clean 3-on-2, but Craig Ramsey's going to have to go back to the drawing board with what he has seen from his power play once they've lost possession and had to try to work the puck up the ice.
Craig Ramsey signing a 2-year deal. Obviously the Olympics Pyeongchang, this World Championship, and next year it goes to Bratislava, so a big couple years for hockey in Slovakia.
Talking about wanting to get better every day. Tough start to the tournament. They had that game against the Czech Republic. Their first game, gave up the lead with 10 seconds left, then lost it in overtime, and then lost their second game to Switzerland. That really set them back. But they've been pretty good up after that, battling, finding ways to pick up points.
Just a few seconds remaining in this power play as Bakos sends it across the ice for Tchaikovsky. And it's chipped out of play, and that will do it for the penalty. We're scoreless here at Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Great fan base and about 6,000 school kids in the building for this hockey game today.
So the volume will be high anyways.
Yeah.
Listen, there are some life lessons to be learned watching sports.
Yeah.
Supporting an athletic endeavor.
You're a hockey dad?
No,
Athletic kids?
not at all.
Well, you're a dad that
I'm a
played
dad
hockey who has athletic kids.
That is true.
Is that sorry.
Yes, my kids have never played hockey in their lives.
Pavel Datsyuk back to 5-on-5 hockey, approaching the midway point of this first period. Bouncing puck in the near wall, bounces right out of play for a souvenir.
So the challenge will be for David Boots. If you're up there on the ice against Pavel Datsyuk, how do you control that line? Gusev, Kaprizov, Datsyuk have just been so dynamic. Adding Gusev to the mix, I think, makes them even more dangerous than when they had Dadonov. And they are unquestionably the #1 line for Russia.
Pavel Datsyuk, those 2 Stanley Cups, recent member of the Triple Gold Club as well. Stanley Cup, World Championship gold, and Dadonov, the speed, hustling in. And obviously Olympic gold now in Pyeongchang, so he has the hat trick. Also won the Gagarin Cup, which is the KHL championship back home in Russia.
He's a winner.
Absolutely. Centering pass in front, shot, oh, glove stop, Dadonov in. Chiliak, hello. What a save on Dadonov.
Nice give and go down to the corner. Grigorenko kicks it back out to Dadonov. He beats Boots to the slot, and Chiliak, whose foot is still wedged on the post, very deep into his net, is able to get the glove up and take that away. Dadonov missed his spot by a bit. Not quite under the bar as he would have hoped.
Gavrikov off the draw, sweeps it back to the youngster Kaprizov. Datsyuk in the corner. Kaprizov behind the goal line, swings it in front, but nobody home. As that line has been productive. It's not on the score sheet yet, but they have been offensively very talented early in this hockey game. Datsyuk waits, slings it across. Kiselevich fires off a stick into the corner. Kristoff picks it up for Slovakia and ships it out of the zone. Up to Ladislav Nagy. Nagy waits, tipped, and just missed. Rebound in front, and Kristoff had the cage, and his stick was just tied up. And then Yurko behind the play, giving Kaprizov, looked like a butt end up high.
No time to be undisciplined if you're Slovakia. You cannot be trying to take any extra penalties. Here's that shot for a tip. Actually, it's Yurko's skate. Slides wide.
Team Slovakia penalty, number 13, 2 minutes, elbowing.
Slovakia is just, they have no margin for error. They have to win this game. Can't be taking elbowing penalties behind the play. Trying to send a message or being extra physical. Just have to play it whistle to whistle smartly.
Russia 5 for 13 on the power play, the second best in the tournament. Swung over to Nikita Zaitsev. Zaitsev at the near wall. Plays pass with Anisimov. Anisimov gives and goes. Back up top. Grigorenko to the point. As the Russians work it, long shot, and that was queued up and teed up by Nikita Nestorov, who's had a few good looks this tournament from the back end of the power play, but deflects out of play.
Nestorov plays the tip of the umbrella, and they're trying to score while Yurko's in the box. So, little elbow right to the face of Kaprizov. No need for it in the offensive zone. And Kaprizov's looking to get out there in the power play and make Yurko pay with a goal of his own.
Right off the draw in front, Chiliak decided to play it, comes to the point, Zaitsev. Grigorenko plays pass. Buchnevich also out there. Grigorenko waiting, down low. And that was picked off as the wraparound try. Not to be, Grigorenko will reset. Long shot from the far circle, and that's swallowed up, and Chiliak will stop Zaitsev, who is coming in from the back door. Slovakia, by the way, allowing just one power play goal all tournament.
PK has been good, has kept them in a lot of games. As Zaitsev tries to break that, make it 2. The only right-handed defenseman on the team. He gets to go out the power play in that one-timer position. They added another right shot forward in Gusev. So now they have two options on the power play, both play in a similar position. The Ovechkin spot, we'll call it.
Dadonov chasing. As the puck is sent across to Pavel Datsyuk. Datsyuk down low. In front, Dadonov, his second great chance, and he fired it wide. Back up to the point. Yakolev. Drill Kaprizov, works it down low. Dadonov in front, as is Datsyuk. Pavel Datsyuk. Puck on his stick. Works it down low, in front. Shot, broken up, rebound. Chiliak can't see it. They jam away at the side of the net. Gusev then takes a bump from behind as Gusev drives a penalty. Some good work behind the net.
We'll see if somebody comes out of this scrum, the penalty. I don't think so, but good movement in tight. Gusev checking his chain, might have torn off in that scrum.
I thought he was getting one for sure for the whack. I guess not.
But what a good effort by Singal to get back and tie up Dadonov, who was finding loose space in the center of the four Slovakian defenders. See Tchaikovsky pulling Gusev back down. The horse collar, they call it, football-like, in the back of the neck. Dry that stick off. It's amazing when you get a little snow on your stick, gets much more slippery, tougher to handle the puck.
Jovsky's big full boy, 6'4" back there, so he's pulling his weight for sure. As 18 seconds remaining on this power play. Dadonov, near circle. Has to reset. Swings it down low. Datsyuk in front. Gusev. Cross ice. Kaprizov couldn't get a shot off. 4 seconds remaining. Maybe one last chance from the point. High shot, back of the glass. Bouncing puck. Kaprizov slings it in front. Nice bouncing pack. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Dadonov, strong stick of the blue line, but it eventually comes out, so another nice kill for Slovakia.
Just surviving, a lot of open space. Dadonov has had several good looks to start this game. Look out.
Christian Jaros fires that, deflects, and out of play for a face-off. Some close calls, but still, no scoring. Welcome back inside Royal Arena, scoreless hockey game. So obviously Russia, Slovakia in this one, but Mike, tomorrow, Sweden, Russia, winner will likely take the group, and it sounds like Eric Gustafsson, defenseman, Elias Pettersson, a forward, young forward, both hand injuries and done for the tournament.
That's a tough break. Fortunately for Sweden, they just added some depth in Patrick Hornquist. Mattias Ekholm coming over to play as well. Harvinson, Philip Forsberg, so they've had some reinforcements, high-end reinforcements come over, and they were going to need them. Tough break for those guys. Don't want to head into the summer on an injury like that.
Yurko working for Slovakia, far wall. Yurko drives it behind the net. Ladislav Nagy falls, Kiselevich. Nagy comes in to help. Chipped out, but it's Russia controlling. As Gavrikov in front, backhand try, rebound. Gavrikov backdoor, scores! Following up, Maxime Mamin, side of the net, chipped it in as Gavrikov drove it around, and Russia has a 1-0 lead.
The rush queued up by Gavrikov. Takes Janisic wide, and then the rebound from Soshnikov off Chiliak, and Mammon loses his check as Kristoff takes a losing race. You're gonna chase a guy behind the net, and you're gonna get lost every time to the spot. And Mammon stick on the ice, head up the whole time, aware where that puck ends up to put it past Chiliak for the first of the game for Russia.
So Russia on a 7-game winning streak at this tournament over Slovakia. They strike first, Maxime Mammon.
Soshnikov picks up a point as his role has grown as this tournament's gone on. He was the 13th forward in many of the early games. Then in one game where Kaprizov struggled, he got to play in the first line, and then now he's kind of supplanted Bushnevich onto a third line and getting some production with it. Kristoff, you understand why he's chasing behind the net, but you gotta shortcut that and get back to the front of the net quicker than Mammon. Otherwise you are doing no good to anyone defensively.
Maxime Mammon, first full year in North America, AHL, and with the Panthers, so a guy that could see him and Dadonov playing together in the very near future. Face off to the left of Igor Shashorkin. Slovakia able to control. Bakos tried to fire it, band on it, and look out the other way. Barabanov driving towards the net. He chips it into the corner, couldn't get the shot away. Barabanov continues to work. Up to the point, long shot tipped, and a nice job. Barabanov parked in front. And Chiliak got just enough with the blocker. As the battle continues, far wall. Bouncing puck and still kept in. Drag move in front, taken down. Driving to the net. It's Barabanov who had a real good shift there for Russia as that's fired in.
Amongst the players you don't know very well, Barabanov has maybe been the most impressive for Russia in this tournament. He is very strong on his skates and creative. No sense of it in that last shift right there.
You mentioned Soshnikov. I've called Barabanov's name more than 60% of the players out here. Every time that he's in a game, he's into the tough areas to look at a score. That shot high to Donov. Wild shot that went high and wide. Anisimov, Donov picks it up. Slings it to the far wall. In front, tipped, and a kick save there from Chiliak. Fired high on the glass, and that'll catch the netting. So a face-off as Gavrikov let it go. As Gavrikov was the guy that was driving the engine to set up that first goal.
We touched on Barabanov getting a break. Low center of gravity. Oh, this tip right here. That's an excellent save by Chiliak. That's a reactionary one. That didn't hit him. He got his blocker to it. Barabanov strong on the puck. Fights off the cross check from Granyak. And Barabanov, just 23 years old, plays for St. Petersburg. Not drafted. I would be sniffing around his contractual situation if I was an NHL club.
Shots 12-1 Russia. And the play sort of dictating that as well. It's been all one-sided here. The ice tilted in Russia's favor as Tchaikovsky tries to get by Kaprizov. Gusev skating in on Zakera, the captain, who slings it behind the boards. Datsuk engaged in the battle. Gusev picks it up. Gusev, Kaprizov to Datsuk. Datsuk, Zaitsev swings it across. Gusev plays past at the blue line. Now they're flying as they work it around. Gusev in front. Kaprizov in, fires. That stop as Kaprizov from behind the goal line was jamming away. Can they pass the puck or what?
I'm waiting on Sweet Georgia Brown to come out with the Globetrotters music, because sliding it under the sticks, give and goes, back and forth, and then eventually Kaprizov is all by himself down in front of the net because everyone is mesmerized by the activity up top. And Kaprizov knows where to go, get out of Datsuk and Gusev's way, get down to the front of the net where the goals are. That's why he's got 5 on the tournament to lead his team.
5th round pick of the Wild in 2015, and that could turn out to be jackpot in the 5th round for Minnesota. As we'll keep our eye on that young man. That shot actually hits Kristoff, and another turnover. Long shot, Shalunev let it go. And Maxime Mammon set him up, but again, Chiliak to stop.
Slovakia is just having trouble getting their legs moving. To play against Russia, you have to have your legs engaged, because when Russia is skating well, as they are in this game, the only way you can move up the ice is if you make them chase you. If you try to pass it through them when they're jumping on the lanes and have active sticks, it will not work. You have to engage your legs if you're Slovakia.
Shalunov taking the draw in his skates as that's dug out, and Kristoff works it to Yurko. He's able to chip it out of the zone, and Ladislav Nagy, longtime NHLer.
It's like old times. We're on the same floor in the hotel. He's about 2 rooms down from me. I feel like it's 2004 again. Ask him where we're going to go for dinner.
You guys might have to bunk in together, Mike. Eh? For old times' sake,
we're roommates on occasion. Work on my Slovakian. He can work on his English.
Third over again at the blue line. Shalunov gets it deep. Tchaikovsky back. And both teams changing up ahead. There's Veriveri, who's draft eligible this year. Good young player. Defensive partners with Christian Jaros as Pakosh brings it in, and just a step offside was Mirek Pavorka. Russia leads 1-0. Just over 5 minutes to go here in this first period, day 11, IIHF World Hockey Championship. It's Mikhaev working in on Jaros in the corner. There goes behind the net. Mikhaev battling for it. Eventually he's flipped up at the neutral ice area over the head of Nikita Zaitsev, and Nesterov has it for Russia. Little backhanded that near circle, intercepted as Jaros doing some good work. Yarabanov centering pass in front, backhand. And Kablukov, pretty good look with a backhand as that was broken up. And again, Chiliak, this could be 2 or 3-0 if not for the netminder of Slovakia.
Kablukov is the rarest of Russians in that he's not that puck friendly. He is a grinder, he's a defensive specialist, but the puck skills for him are not what they are for the rest of his teammates. Maybe the only forward you could say that about on Russia.
Trampkin, big collision behind the net. He absorbs it and moves the puck up ice. Grigorenko and Dadonov playing pass. Trampkin up to Dadonov, who's taken down. Drives it around the net. Grigorenko could have laid the hit.
It's one of those ones you're happy it's Grigorenko and not somebody else. Janicic would have been lit up.
Janosik behind his net. Up to Boots. Boots all the way across the ice with Bondra. Go to the net. Bondra. Oh, nice job. And Nisimov was back, or the son of Peter Bondra would have been in looking for another goal in this tournament. Gusev. Magic hands over the blue line. Back kept in. I don't think so, as it's brought in offside by Gavrikov.
So Russian are a gold medal favorite for sure, and for Ilya Vorobyov, his #1 defenseman is in fact Gavrikov, I would say. I know Nesterov plays a lot of minutes and has a couple more points, but the guy he probably relies on more is in fact Gavrikov, who is just 22 years old, 6th rounder in 2015 to Columbus, and a very attractive NHL prospect if Columbus can convince him to leave his club team in St. Petersburg.
Dear Havazulin got a lot of minutes early on, hasn't played the last couple of games, so you wonder just choice, injury, whatever. Zaitsev over the blue line, near circle, chips it in front, bouncing puck, and Pavel Datsyuk back to collect it. Datsuk, just over 3 minutes to go. Centering pass, shot, scores! Gusev! Back of the net, and what a selling. 2-0 Russia.
Pavel Datsuk is up to his old tricks once again. Gusev, the recipient of a ridiculous backhand pass from Pavel Datsuk. He shakes Sekera in the corner with a little head fake shimmy, and then takes it deep, puts a lot of zip on that backhand, puts it right where he needs to, and it just catches a piece of Tchaikovsky's skate and gets past Chiliak. And Gusev has Russia second, his first of the tournament.
Mikey had 12 points at Pyeongchang and leading the athletes of Russia to Olympic gold.
Loves the one-timer on the power play and 5-on-5. Really looks like a slapper.
His rights now with the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and I guess the rich get richer right now. What a year for Vegas.
Their scouts decided that he would be the incentive they would need to take Jason Garrison in the expansion draft. Clearly knew what they were doing because he is fantastic.
So 2-0 Russia, under 3 minutes to go in this first period. Single in the near wall. He takes a bit of a bump. Russia chips it out of their zone as Terveri sends it across. It's fired in, and Sheshyorkin will hold it down for Russia. Slovakia changing up ahead.
Right now, Ryan, the shots are 16-1 for Russia. They came to play in their tune-up for their big match with Sweden tomorrow.
As Mikhaev fires it into the corner, Kablukov back to Mikhaev. Barabanov, Kablukov setting up in front of the net. Back to the point. Long shot. Hit some skates and didn't get through as Barabanov was looking to get it, and he does. Picking it up behind the goal line. Barabanov. Good passing here to the front. Mikhaev drives the net. Tell you what, this fourth line, a lot of energy, a lot of chances for Russia. Slovakia turning it up ice. Down low as Bakos wanted to give and go, didn't get the pass back. And Barabanov has it near wall, head up as everyone's changing behind the play. So Barabanov will dish it off. He goes for a change as well.
Now they would tell you they're on the fourth line because they have so much talent up front. They aren't really, other than Kablukov, fourth line players. They're guys who are required to score and high-end talent guys, and they're not as high-end as this guy, and that's the reality. Pavel Datsuk gets on the team, everyone falls down. Here's the fake here. That right there, breaking ankles for Sekera, who thinks he's got to close the gap on Datsuk quickly. He doesn't, and then most guys don't even have the confidence. Forget about the vision to see Gusev sitting up there, but the confidence to throw a backhand 30 feet in the high slot, because if it turns over, you're worried about going to play defense. But
and that's an NHL defenseman, Sekera. I mean, that's a guy who's seen a lot in his career.
And you think you're in good shape. You see his number. He's got his back. He's got to pull the puck off the wall, and then a little head fake, little stick fake, and he's found himself 4 feet of space.
Jahovsky fires it in. This play goes behind Sheshyorkin. Vladislav Nagy jamming at the side of the net.
Nice
Penalty
stick
to come,
again.
sticking.
Yurko gets it up on Nestorov. Trying to lift player sticks is an issue. And you're swinging your stick quickly because you need a lot of force to try to pop it up in the air. But when you miss, like Thomas Yurko does, that's not even near the hands. That's right across the face.
Penalty, number 13, 2 minutes.
Nestorov shaking his head. No, I'm not bleeding. In a close game, you're probably hoping you are. Up 2-0, shooting the team 16-1, you'll take the no cut. But generally speaking, you're hoping you're bleeding when you get hit in the face. It's already going to hurt. Might as well bleed a little bit and get the 4 minute. That's how hockey players think.
So Russia back on the power play. Turnover here and breaking in shorthanded shot. And that is stopped by Sheshyorkin, a shorthanded chance. And the wheels of Marchenko as he was cutting in. And Sheshyorkin, his best save of the game so far.
And Kaprizov fanned on the pass off the face-off, so Marchenko's off to the races. And you're Sheshyorkin. You have not touched the puck in close to an hour.
I'm laughing because it's his best save. It's his second save, but it was his best save in the game.
Yeah, but it's not easy to sit there for 30, 40 minutes of actual time and only feel the puck once for a goaltender, and then you're faced a breakaway. It's, good on him for being zoned in. Good save.
I was laughing at me, not you, Mike. In front, Kaprizov, Gusev.
We have another high sticking penalty coming up.
Well, I'll say this, Sheshorkin's getting his exercise skating to the bench and back, so I mean, that's something. Right? 2 stops in the game and a little bit of the skating back and forth.
Well, Slovakia keeps taking penalties. Tchaikovsky in front of the net. See, that's not him, though. That's him lifting the stick of Yakovlev into his own face. And he's got a point. We see referees at a variety of levels get fooled by that. Tchaikovsky pleading his case to Mark Lemlin, the Austrian official, who was fooled by the self-high stick. That's a bad one to miss, to go down 5-3, 30 seconds left. Russia gets 1 or 2, and this game is over for Slovakia.
Tchaikovsky also one of their top defenders as well. So 5-on-3, a minute 31, just under 30 seconds to go in the first period, and it's already been all Russia. 2-0 advantage. Datsuk, Kaprizov, Gusev. Up front for Russia. Sekera takes it out of the face-off and fires it over the head of Zaitsev.
5-on-3, they have 2 defensemen, but they want both right shots available for one-timers from behind the goal line.
Kaprizov backdoor to Datsuk. If that was Datsuk passing it, it might have got through, but that was picked off. Just out of the reach of Gusev, and Nesterov hustling will keep it in. Over to Zaitsev. Zaitsev winds up, didn't get through. Another shot. Gusev found on it, back in front, and time winds down. So a minute and 2 seconds of 5-on-3 when we begin the second period. Tchaikovsky continuing that conversation. It is 2-0 Russia with your intermission to come with Mark and Bob.
Итоги первого периода матча России-Словакия подводим с автором первой шайбы нашей в этом матче Максимом Маминым. Максим, все равно кажется, что с реализацией остаются проблемы. Даже в вашей голевой атаке только с 3-й попытки забросили.
Ну, я думаю, значит, много моментов создаем. Это тоже хорошо, но я думаю, сейчас 5-3 надо забить в начале второго периода. И уже дальше полегче будет.
На Олимпиаде также вели 2-0 со словаками, уступили затем 2-3. Насколько внимательно тот матч разбирали при подготовке к сегодняшнему?
Тот матч особо не вспоминали, просто готовились к этому, уже исходя из того, что им надо цепляться за место в четверке, и они будут как бы очень серьезно готовиться к этому матчу. Ну и мы поэтому тоже выходили на 100% готовы.
Спасибо большое, удачи в дальнейшем. Максим Мамин, форвард нашей сборной. Теперь возвращаемся на лед и смотрим второй период матча Россия-Словакия.
Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Russia enjoying a 2-0 advantage over Slovakia. And that man has been dynamic for Russia, Nikita Gusev, a star in Pyeongchang. Won the Gagarin Cup in 2017. The KHL Championship back home in Russia. And obviously a guy the Las Vegas Golden Knights will be watching closely. Meantime, there you see in the box a couple of guys for Slovakia, which means 5-on-3 of 1 minute and 2 to start the second period. And Christian Jaros, he was busy on the ice, logging more ice time than anyone on the ice. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Igor Shosheshkin was not busy. I made the joke, Mike. I said that was his best save of the game so far. It was his second save, but you got my drift.
But it was his best, so
it
did apply. Chiliak was excellent and busy, and he will continue to be. Watch out for Zaitsev and Nesterov, two proper-handed defensemen on the points. This 5-on-3 will work out from behind the net. Look for one-timers from those two.
Pavel Datsyuk right in front, and Kaprizov over his stick. Gusev, Datsyuk, one-time shot just missing his sight as they have loaded up.
There's the one side. Nesterov is available for the other side.
Gusev behind the line with Datsyuk. Kaprizov in front. One-time shot, tip, bouncing puck, and it's cleared out of the slot area and back up to the point. Nesterov to the captain, Datsyuk, Zaitsev in the skates. Datsyuk tries to get it free, cannot, and it's fired down the ice by Sekera with 19 seconds to go in the 5-on-3.
They tried the standard formation. Both defensemen had a shot on net. Neither one hit the actual target.
Turnover, Zaitsev keeps it in. One-time shot, kick stop, rebound in front. They jam away. Anisimov had a wide open net. Chiliak somehow kept things out. Now a 5-on-4. Yurko back on the ice. Zaitsev swings it below the goal line. Gusev, near circle, across, and again Anisimov slides all the way to Grigorenko. Back up to the point. Long shot in front. Anisimov, a nice job to screen, but again, Chiliak able to shut the door as Boots advances the puck. He still has it. Couldn't fire it in, or Yurko would have been offside. Long shot, and that hit some skates there as Slovakia was changing on the fly. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So again, a nice job from Slovakia on that kill.
The penalty kill may keep them in this game if they're able to get the next one. Maybe it's just fair because Tchaikovsky really didn't high stick anyone behind the net.
Nagy up to Sekera at the point. Sekera tried to sidestep his man and cannot. It's picked off Maxim Mamim. Collides with Nagy. And Slovakia will backhand it back in. Christoph head up, spins, back to the point. Sekera towards the net, picked off Maxim Mamim. He was looking to break away, and Anisimov was hauled down. Otherwise, he could have set up Mamim, who had a lot of free ice ahead of him. Bakosh in the corner, cycles it around the net as Zaitsev picks it up. Zaitsev, Gusev, the only right-hand shots for Russia, which I still find is remarkable. And for a while, until Gusev came over, it was just Zaitsev, the one right-handed shot in the entire team.
You see some of the limitations in that the 5-on-3, they want two right-handed shots for their formation. Probably would prefer a better shooter than Zaitsev available, but they don't have any.
Shalunov takes a step, fires, rebound, and Shalunov driving towards the net. Bumps his man down to the near circle. Shot didn't get through. Spare Banov, another try. Again, Shalunov was tied up. Far circle. They're firing at will, but nothing's getting through to Chiliak. And eventually cleared all the way down the ice for an icing call.
It's a shooting gallery in front of Chiliak, and he's been fortunate to come out unscathed. He makes this save, but actually Karamzov and through his legs. And Anisimov tied up by Granyak just in front to keep that one out. That is well done to not give up on a play that would have been a tap-in for Anisimov.
So it has been all Russia in this hockey game. Face off to the right of Chiliak, controlled by Slovakia, chipped up ahead to Jaros, who was upended as he was driving and decides to go off for a change instead. So Russia, could have looked past Slovakia. Sweden, the big one coming up to wrap up group play, but obviously you've got to take care of business if you're Russia to make sure you have a chance to still win the group, and the crossover always integral on who you'll play from Herning.
Well, I mean, without getting ahead of yourselves, Finland, US, Canada, top 3 in Group B. So if you come first in Group A, you're going to get Denmark or Latvia.
One-time shot high and whistled wide.
Pretty good incentive to finish first.
Back up to Boots. Weaving in. Boots fires and Sheshorka makes the stop.
And for Slovakia, their own tournament, they are 1 point behind Switzerland going into tomorrow, but they've lost to Switzerland, so they lose the tiebreaker. So they got to get 1 ahead of Switzerland, which means at least 2 points in this game versus Russia. And that will be a tall task, because even if they had scored on every shot they've taken so far in the game, they might be leading 3-2. That is their 3rd shot on net, and we are 24 minutes into this one.
Slovakia controls the draw as Tchaikovsky gets it down low, centering pass in front, but nobody home, and all the way to Chiliak, who moves it to Granyak, who will backhand it up ice. Barabanov picks that off, and Russia on the move. Mikayev picks it up in the corner. Barabanov. The blue cop parked in front. Barabanov slides it back up to the points. That shot broken up, and Ladislav Nagy, can he work the wheels? Chips it in for Yurko. Moving in on Zaitsev. Yurko 1-on-2, and he loses that battle as Russia tries to move it up ice. And eventually all the way back into the Slovak zone. Here's Bakos over the blue line. Shot, glove stop, rebound. And a nice job as Russia able to poke it up ice. Kablukov chipping up, and Bakos has it one more time. Bakos upended at center ice. Long fluttering shot, and Janosik chasing after it. Bit of a knuckleball, but no problem for Sheshyorkin. Grigorenko has it, chips it into neutral ice. Dadonov falls, but still gets the backhand across. Up to Anisimov as him and Grigorenko moving in. Anisimov to Grigorenko. Grigorenko weaving, fires off the bar. In front, Dadonov. Good chance, the light is on, another shot. Chiliak stops that as the goal light came on, but I think that stayed out.
He stopped one on his back from Dadonov. Oh my goodness, the wrister from Grigorenko caroms off the post in behind Chiliak. He can't find it, he spins it loose. But how about the safe lane on Dadonov? He's sitting with half his body in the net, and he manages to get his chest upright to take it away from Dadonov. Chiliak fighting and scrapping to try to find the loose puck, spinning him around like a top. How about this one? Open-handed blocker. Dadonov's wondering, what do I have to do to score?
It's a bit of a page out of Dominik Hasek's playbook there, just sort of stars on ice style, just do what you got to do to keep the puck out. Puck bouncing in front of him again, and Slovakia having a hard time getting it out of their zone as Jaros advancing the puck. Centering pass picked off Maxime Mammon, picked that off in time. A single was driving towards the net. Another shot, tough angle. Sheshyorkin stops that. As the battle continues, Kundurna took his man down. Russia playing pass, and some dangerous pass in their own end as it's picked off up to the point. Sekera fires, tipped, and goes to the left of Sheshyorkin. Boots in front. Was looking for Svetana. David Bondra, Svetana. Svetana has it, Bondra in front of the net. One-time shot, Bondra couldn't get it off. His dad scored over 500 goals in the NHL, and he's very proud of David, his son, competing here for his country. Had a tweet on social media when he scored in a pre-competition, and obviously David converting here as well, so I'm sure Dad very proud of his young man. By the way, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms and grandmas back home.
Went on there to say hi to them yesterday. I'm sure they were listening though, they always do.
Play swung in as David Bondra turns and fires it into the corner. Kristoff picks it up back to the blue line. Kristoff has it, fires, never got through. That time it was a nice job from Kaprizov to knock that down. As Gusev, 1-on-2, spins away. Gusev hits the trailer. Kaprizov fires, nearly had the short side available. As Nagy picks that up. Nesterov though, the turnover. Gusev takes a big bump from Nagy up high. Nagy continues to ride him. They're very working in the corner. They're very ranked 15 in NHL Central Scouting for European skaters of that draft coming up in Dallas. A young defenseman working hard here on this shift. They got to work a little bit harder. Barabanov has it in front. Bad shot. Oh, again, Chiliak. Those legs, like spaghetti legs. He doesn't stop moving them. He stops everything.
He's not a big goaltender, just 6 feet tall, so he's got to be athletic in there.
Mikheyev has it for Russia. That's picked off, and Ashchak the other way, who's actually been pretty quiet in this hockey game. Usually one of those offensive guys for Slovakia, buzzing in the offensive zone. Ashchak skates back. Bakos swings at it, knocks it down. Back in front, all the way up to the point. Christian Jaros swings it towards the net, picked off, and Mikheyev takes a whack from behind. He's going to dump it in, and that unit needing a change. Here's Jaros for Slovakia. Chips it up, long shot in from Lorca. Goes behind the net. There's Gavrikov. Nice little chip and just comes out of the zone. Stolen, but just brought in offside as Dadonov, who's had his moments in this hockey game, was moving in. His team leading 2-0. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Game 1 for us. Game 2 later on this evening. Czech Republic, Austria. And Austria, they already feel like winners because they avoid being relegated. After coming up from the D1 tournament last year, they will stay up. So congratulations to Austria and their hockey program. Always a big deal.
It's a big accomplishment. Doesn't happen very often where the team that is promoted doesn't then just get relegated the next year. And Korea trying to do the same thing over in the other game inheriting. If they're able to beat Norway, unbelievably enough, Korea would stay up and Norway would go down if they could beat them in regulation. It's 1-0 Norway almost halfway through the game, but still opportunity there that you never would have thought for Korea.
Like that's the first time too since 2008 that a team comes up and stays. That was France, and they've been here ever since. Face-off controlled by Slovakia. Tchaikovsky fires, tipped in front. Yurko in a dangerous spot. Another chance. Kristoff, Yurko now buzzing for this top line. Kristoff drops. Yurko in. Shot didn't get through. Yurko back on the puck, and he's buzzing. Yurko in, fires. Sheshyorkin, great stop. And I can confirm now, officially, that's 2 outstanding saves for Sheshyorkin in this hockey game.
Best save of the game right there.
That one?
Yes.
Okay. Yurko buzzing, but nothing yet to beat Sheshyorkin. Like Thomas Yurko, he's won a Memorial Cup, a Calder Cup as well. Second round pick of Detroit back in 2011. What do you make of his NHL career so far?
It's been underwhelming because you see the kind of talent he has, the physical tools, and the production hasn't come with the talent. And he's played in good organizations in Detroit, Chicago, played with other good players. There have been moments where he's had a top 6 role or an opportunity to win it, and he just has not been able to produce at the NHL level. 201 games, just 50 points. Feels like it should be more for a guy who can skate, big, strong, and shoot like he can.
He's had flashes in this tournament, no doubt, buzzing on that last shift before we went to commercial break.
Definitely, I mean, he's got better skills than a lot of players in the NHL that outperform him, outproduce him. It's just his way to see the offense and his finishing ability.
Nesterov losing his stick, he gets it in time, but Zaitsev picks up the pass, he's gonna fire it back in. Pavel Datsyuk tried to dish it to Gusev. In front, Gusev as Kaprizov slung it towards him as well. Gusev continues to pursue the puck. Zaitsev has it, flips it back in. Here comes Slovakia. Little drag move as Deluga is trying to work one-on-one. Deluga backhands it in deep. Again, Russia picking it off and led by the captain. Datsyuk twice hitting the 97-point plateau, never hit 100, but those 2 Stanley Cups and all those trophies and accolades back in the NHL and still competing for his country.
100 would have just been showing off. He doesn't need that. We're the best defensive player in the league as well. Defensive forward in the league.
Chiliak with Chalunov chasing, decides to play it. Smetana was looking for the breakaway pass, but it's all tied up and brought in offside at the Slovakian blue line.
Well, this has been a better period, though, for Slovakia. 12 minutes in, the shots are more even. They started with a big kill in the 5-on-3, and they're working on it. That's enough to cause to celebrate, whether you got a burger or you're happy, either way. And so all it takes now is 1. They only need to get this game into overtime and then see what happens. So start with 1, but they've been closer. Yurko just had a good chance. They're defending a little bit better. Russia's play has dropped. They're playing themselves into this game.
Shashnikov digging for that puck in the far corner. Chipped all the way down the ice by Single. Races on, and he's leveraged there first. So icing and a face-off in front of Marek Chiliak, who has also had a very busy hockey game for head coach Craig Ramsey.
Craig Ramsey knows that his goaltender had to be good. He has been. Let his team work themselves into this game. And for Vorobyev, he's very stoic back there. You can't really tell what's going on in his mind. Would have loved the first period. Probably pretty indifferent about this one.
2016, he won the Gagarin Cup with Magnitogorsk in the KHL. Just took over the job in April, so brand new and doing pretty well so far as his team not letting him down in this tournament. Single puts on the brakes, Battle continues. Single trying to dig it loose as they have to get something going offensively. Single continuing to battle. Comes back for the point. Sekera brings it out of the zone, so they'll have to check up. And they'll decide to change up ahead. Andre Sekera hesitates. Slides it up for Yurko. Yurko swings across ice for Sekera. Can't get there in time, so he backs up. Trampkin gets his stick tied up a little bit high. As Trampkin, as you know, got to be careful with the sticks. Pass in front, penalty to come. And that's going to cost him.
That's
So
going to be
back
the
in
hook.
on the power play.
Now you called it. Trampkin with the can opener into the hands of Yurko. And he heads to the box for the second time in this game. Such a big guy. You got that long reach and you get caught not moving your feet. Trying to reach with your hands. He's got to move his feet and close in and get tethered to the body of Yurko instead of going fishing. Lazy penalty for Trampkin. And now Slovakia, if they go to the power play, if they can't capitalize, they're right back in this.
I don't know if this is right. Mike Trampkin, 6'7", 265 pounds.
Yeah, I think I called his first NHL game with the Vancouver Canucks, and he is a giant out there.
Maxime Mammon short-handed. He's going to chip and chase. Third-round pick of the Canucks back in 2014. He's a monster. Left side, Nagy falls and killing off the penalty. Kristoff behind his own net as the top guys out there trying to get it going on the power play. Nagy drives in, gets it back to the blue line. Can Slovakia convert with a man advantage? Chip to the near wall, up to Jaros. Jaros fires. No traffic in front, no problem there for Sheshyorkin.
Jaros is upset that there's nobody in front of the net there, but you got to realize that as a defenseman too. You're going to shoot a puck along the ice when no one's within 30 feet of the net. That's a bad decision by the defenseman. Even if someone's supposed to be there, if they're not, you can't shoot that puck.
Jaros, 2 games for the Ottawa Senators last season, a team that you called a lot.
Maybe openings coming up in Ottawa. Defensive help needed after this year.
Bakos battling in the corner. Ovorka and Bakos get it back up top. Granyak in, fires, glove stop. Sheshyorkin as Granyak had a look. Shut down by the Russian tender.
One-on-one and a save. We've seen a 5-on-3 call. Less than that, that is Mammon's stick in the feet of Vladislav Nagy. And then Kabukov, I don't have a problem with this one. He's got a stick over top of Nagy's. He's stick checking him, not in the hands, but on top of the stick. That one's good. But this save is good too. Start the bike, get a little extra velocity. Granyak kicks the leg. But there's nobody in front for Sheshyorkin to worry about. Able to be very aggressive with the glove.
Vasily Kosechkin, Sheshyorkin, solid goaltending for Russia.
Sheshyorkin getting the start, knowing that Kosechkin will be the guy against Sweden tomorrow night.
45 seconds to go on this power play. Intercepted, fired all the way down the ice by Yakovlev. Crowd getting into it. Our first game of our doubleheader here at Royal Arena in Slovakia in comeback mode. 23 seconds to go in this power play. Haschak over the blue line. Haschak drops it off. And not a great pass as put his man in a tough spot as Hovorka.
Gavrikov will just comfortably wait for the power play to end. Well, Slovakia has to check up. Still offside on the line change as well.
So Trampkin back on the ice. Gavrikov, the backhand. Chiliak directs it towards the corner with Anisimov watching. Turnover. In front, shot. Oh, just over as Dadonov. Another look. Oh, 63's out of about 63 chances in this hockey game. Dadonov swings at it, breaks his stick, so he's got to get new lumber. Kiselevich has it. Chips it to the near wall. Grigorenko, nifty little backhand in deep as Kaprizov skating after it for Russia. This top line, absolutely dynamite. Gusev to Datsuk. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Bouncing puck at the top line. We'll try wind it up. Pavel Datsuk drops it off. Near wall, Kaprizov. Wanted Gusev, couldn't find him. And a good hustle here. Opportunity shot, kick save. Sperveri with a good look. Gusev the other way. Drop pass, Kaprizov's on it. Janosik watching him. Kaprizov. Nice job as his teammates changing up on the fly. In front, Shalunov to the forehand. Couldn't get the shot off as Janosik picked it off. Marchenko was banging his stick, wanting it. Didn't get the pass, and Russia will restart behind their own net. Kunderna on the forecheck. And brought in just a step offside as Maxim Mamin was already in. Russia leading 2-0. Shots 25-11 in favor of Russia.
That makes it 9-8 for Slovakia this period. Quite a turnaround from 17-2 in the first.
Gusev and Mamin, your goal scorers. Those goals coming in the first period as Chiliak has it in his glove. I saw that.
Deloga did not.
I saw that.
Deloga was looking for the puck along the wall. She have a little laugh. You know what? You got to be able to have fun even under duress. As Deloga and Chiliak have a little conversation. You got me on that one.
That's the whole like Major League Baseball thing. You throw it back to the pitcher at first, but you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Deloga would have been tagged out, stepping off first base for sure.
Would have had him. Well, hey, Chiliak's sharp. He's sharp in this hockey game. He's on it. Battle continues at the far wall, in the skates, in the neutral zone. Eventually dug out. The shot didn't get through. Driving the net was Deluga. Bouncing puck comes to the near wall. Jaros couldn't keep it in.
You're noticing 71 Deloga even more now. He's getting the legs engaged. He's an excellent skater from the blue line. Likes to get up and play.
Yurko has it, fires it in. Play continues behind the goal line. Yurko, Trampkin, the big body. It's him. Smakayev chips and chases. Russia changing behind the play. Sekera, the Edmonton Oiler, playing it in the far corner, swings at it again. Jack tried to get it up ice for Yurko. Kiselevich slings it across, tipped, goes into the corner, and here comes Barabanov. Barabanov, Gavrikov helping. Barabanov in a good battle with Jack. Near circle, Kayev cutting in, taken down, as he did get that shot off. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Anisimov spinning on that near wall. Puck still bouncing, Paco swatting at it. Barabanov chasing after Sekera. Quick changes now here for Russia in the second period. Dadanov watching things closely. Up to Bakos. Bakos over the blue line. Waits, fires. That's kicked aside and picked up. Nesterov chips it out of the zone. You know, full credit too to Dadanov. He's been moved around on lines in this tournament, Mike, and continues to produce.
He's a very versatile player. Played most of this year with Sasha Barkov down in Florida. Made up a very potent first line for the Panthers.
David Bondra wanted Boots. Boots behind the net. Bondra gets knocked down behind the play. He wanted a call. Gets back up as Boots loses the puck, and Bondra comes back and plays the body. Patrick Santana now chasing after the puck with under a minute to go in the period. Bondra swings at it. They'll go off for a change. Granyak got a real good look earlier in this period. Met the glove of Sheshorkin, starts it up, ice single, drops, long shot. It's kicked aside as Fairbury had a chance. Fairbury played with the Melville Redhawks, which is about a 20-minute train ride from here. Drop pass, Kaprizov, round the net, in front, Gusev fires and didn't really get through. 10 seconds to go. Backhanded along the boards. Play in front as Chiliak plays it up along the glass, and that will do it. So 2 goals in that first period. Nothing here in the second, but through 40 minutes, Russia leading Mark and Bob with intermission on the other side.
Team Russia 8, Team Slovakia 11.
It's not about the blade. It's the shading gel that matters. Nivea Men Ultra Light Technology. For an ultra-close shave without irritating your skin. Nivea Men, the art of shave. Introducing the 2018 IIHF app. Player statistics. Team statistics.
Итоги второго периода матча Россия-Словакия подводим защитникам сборной России Владиславом Гавриком. Влад, можно сказать, что, в общем, 2-0 это достаточное преимущество перед третьим периодом или маловато?
Самое главное нам правильно играть и побольше создавать моментов. Сейчас немножко сбавили темп, начали чуть прижиматься к воротам. Надо этого избежать, переводить шайбу в чужую зону, там играть.
Не смогли забить 5-3. Есть ли определенные проблемы с реализацией большинства, как вам кажется?
Были хорошие моменты, не получилось забить, но ничего страшного, главное правильно дальше работать.
Очень много сухих матчей на этом чемпионате, в том числе и у сборной России. Есть ли в этом определенная тенденция, ну, по крайней мере, в нашей игре в обороне?
Ну, и оборона хорошо справляется, и вратари выручают, когда надо. Так что все вместе.
Пусть будет так и дальше. Спасибо огромное. Возвращаемся на лед и смотрим третий период матча Россия-Словакия.
future is affected by our behavior, our ambitions, and our choices. The world is changing, and we're becoming more aware that we must make choices to protect the environment. We choose to make a difference in our daily behavior and life choices. Sustainable choices are intelligent choices that help us take care of our future. Rock Zero, intelligent balls.
Welcome back inside Royal Arena. It is day 11, IIHF World Hockey Championship. And Russia cruising in this hockey game. Both goals in the first period coming from Maxim Mamin, Nikita Gusev. Igor Sheshyorkin has been perfect so far, stopping all 13 shots. The busier netminder, obviously, Marek Chiliak. Now for Slovakia, 20 minutes left, Mike. They've had some close games. They lost to Sweden 4-3 in overtime.
Yep.
They lost to the Czechs 3-2 in overtime. So they've shown us they can battle back. How do they get back in this game?
Another period like the second is about all they can ask for against Russia. They outshot Russia. They had some good looks. They just were not able to cash. Trying to get some bodies in and around Sheshyorkin in front of the net. Not the biggest goalie. Try to make him work to look around you on some of your shots from the point.
Sekera able to clear the zone up to Yurko, who's on the move over the blue line, and Gavrikov strips him, and they battle on the near wall. As Ladislav Nagy gets it to Kristoff.
Gavrikov went down after that collision with Yurko. They blow it down quickly. Didn't see anything illegal from Yurko there. Just a puck battle on the zone entry. It's Gavrikov reaching in, and Thomas Yurko stick up between the legs of Gavrikov, and that's enough to draw a reaction. I think that was more accidental than it was intentionally malicious. But Gavrikov will need a moment to collect himself.
Vladislav Gavrikov was a 6th-round pick at Columbus back in 2015, a part of the Russian team that won Olympic gold. Also played World Juniors, was a captain back in 2015 winning a silver medal. So hopefully he'll shake that off and be all right. Easier said than done. As he gets some attention on the bench, we continue. Russia 2-0 advantage. Face off to the right of Sheshyorkin. And they'll reset for that. As Lukov is knocked down.
So many times they blow down these face-offs after the fact. I'm not sure why. I'm watching them. Who's jumping? Is somebody using their feet? Sometimes I don't know, but guys don't really complain anymore.
Yurko, side of the net, backhand try, in the crease. Yurko dives at it and couldn't follow up and converts. Nice job from Yurko as he drove to the net. Rebound available, but no one could poke it home. And Tchaikovsky starts the play up to Sekera. Sekera, on his Smetana. David Bondra on the move. Nice job from Barabanov, but he had it stripped, sent it across. Smetana waits, fires, and just wide. I think Sheshyorkin just got a piece. So a good start. Smetana fires, and Sheshyorkin plays it quickly. Good start from Slovakia in the opening minutes of this third period. Play to the near wall. Zaitsev swung at it. Bondra on the move in the corner. Smetana chipping to himself. Tried to get it in the slot. His boots. But knocked over his stick and sent down the ice. Kaprizov in. The backhand drive. Brought down. Oh boy, he goes hard into the wall. Play is whistled down, and he is still down. And that is shades of young Netchas that we saw in the same corner. And let's hope that Kaprizov is okay.
Gets in a foot race with Granyak. They both get tangled up. He dives for the puck, or kind of shoved as he's lunging, and we're just a minute 32 into the first period. No action yet in this end, so that means the ice is slick, and you are not getting any friction to slow yourself down. Right on the base of the back. That stinks for sure, but he's up on his hands and knees now. Good to be 20 years old. Your body can respond to collisions like that a little bit better than when you get a bit older. He's getting off under his own steam. It's just so dangerous when you're going full speed towards the boards and you reach out like that, you get your body into a compromising position. And hopefully his lower back does not tighten up any more than it already is.
Remind me, Mike, to never play poker with Ilya Vorobyev. Because you just don't know with that guy's face what's going on ever. So let's hope that the young man Kaprizov is okay. We'll keep an eye on number 7 as play continues. Shalunov, Maxime Mammon battling behind the goal line, but the puck comes all the way up, and look out, a possible 3-on-2 drop back shot in the pads of Sheshyorkin. Christian Yaros jumping up with the play, he let it fly, and Sheshyorkin had an answer.
More good things for Slovakia though, winning a board battle on the chip, activating the defenseman to create a 3-on-2 as Sashnikov picks up the winger driving the net. Yaros tries to squeak it underneath the arm of Sheshyorkin, and he makes the save. It's good though, more defenseman activity is a good thing for Slovakia.
Yaros' 5th round pick of Ottawa back in 2015. Face-off controlled by Russia as Vladislav Gavrikov. Head up, moves it up ice. Kiselevich works it for Grigorenko. Drop pass to Anisimov. Anisimov fires in front, rebound, and Dadonov unable to get the forehand on it. Deluga bouncing puck on net. Sheshyorkin, and with a man driving to the net right into the crease, literally. Play continues the other way. Putting on the brakes, Dadonov waits. Kiselevich. Good puck battle, and comes back into neutral ice, and Grigorenko sends it back into his own end. They're going to go out for a change.
If Slovakia is going to be aggressive, they're going to activate their defense, and occasionally they will give up something going the other way.
Something fell off a stick, or is that a skate issue? I thought his stick broke with the pass up.
That's one of the shot blocking components in the back of the foot.
Comes into view right there to the right of Sheshyorkin, whatever that is.
There you see driving the net, paying the price. Got to avoid the goaltender. Sheshyorkin gets spun. Savorka not happy, looking for a penalty on the interference call. Make life miserable for Sheshyorkin. He's had a pretty easy go of it so far.
And look who's back on the ice, banging for the puck already. Kaprizov didn't miss his shift.
Good to be young.
Broke Kaprizov. Gusev probably just winded, so Haas missing number 7 back for Russia.
The other part of it is they want it for tomorrow as well, Sweden.
Kaprizov kicks it up. Datsuk in the slot area, dishes off. It's Gusev. Kaprizov drives towards the net. In front, Datsuk. Right in the crease area, couldn't get the puck. Pavel Datsuk. Working the far wall, gets it down low. Kaprizov spins, fired, try to center it. Gusev. Battle continues behind the goal line. Adam Janosik has it pinned. Seconds winding down. So Gusev says, okay, I'm going to change up then on the fly. So Russia changing. Datsuk tries the backhand in front, continues to work on Janosik. Good luck for number 3. Back to the point. Point shot, Gavrikov let it go, and then bodies are flying to the right of Gilliak. And then spun around is Yurko as he's taken down. Hand goes up as Yurko draws a penalty.
Mammon, fresh on the ice, early in a shift, is fast enough to track Yurko down by the red line, but he just cannot help himself and reaches out the open arm here. He's got the angle, just keeps his feet moving. He would have caught him. Yurko does a nice job taking the ice away in front of Mammon's legs. You cut in front of him, and all of a sudden the advantage in speed is negated, and he takes a bad holding penalty. And Kaprizov off the injury, right back to the front.
Number 78, 2 minutes, holding.
Mammon won't be happy with that one. Yurko a little slow to get up after being hauled down, but it's a power play. And if I know offensive players, I think he'll find a way to be okay. They're telling him to get off the ice because he stayed on the ice too long, feigning an injury. And now he won't be allowed to start. Are they gonna let him? They are gonna let him start the power play. They're almost gonna send him off. It's a fine line there. You gotta act like you're not feeling well to draw the penalty, but you can't stay down long enough that they don't let you start the power play.
Whatever works at the World Hockey Championship.
Well, that's in every league, not just in the World.
Fair enough. Face off to the left of Igor Sheshyorkin. Power play time for Slovakia. Face-off controlled by Russia. Worked in the near wall. Barabanov, Zaitsev, battling Yurko. Appears to be just fine. He's back on the ice. Up to the point. Jaros, one-timer, tipped. And Sheshurkin, a nice stop with Yurko, battling hard in front of the net. Sekera keeps it in. That shot, steered aside, rebound in front again. Yurko driving towards the crease, and he's roughed up and is fired down the ice.
It's a good move and get it down to the front of the net. They had Yurko alone on the point shot from Jaros. Getting closer.
Sekera fires in. Sheshurkin drops for Kiselevich, swings it along the boards. Nikayev takes a bump at the far wall. Jaros, Sekera banging for the puck, gets it, fires, kick stop, Sheshurkin. Andrei Sekera battling for it. Down low, Kristoff swung at it. Kiselevich able to move it up ahead, and Gavrikov all the way down the ice. Full change for Russia behind the play with 51 seconds remaining in this power play. Branyak. Aschak with him, along with Tchaikovsky. Swung to the far corner, and that'll be whistled down. The face-off to come all the way down in front of Chiliak.
Strange personnel selection, getting Tchaikovsky out there on the power play, but Vladislav Nagy teeing one up. And Yurko looking for the rebound. That's not a hook, that's more of a dive in an effort to corral the puck from Yurko. And you do remember Vladislav Nagy, one-timing slap shots was never his forte. He was always a wrist shot guy. Catch and release, more than the one time.
Off the draw, wraparound try in front through the crease, but Bakos picks it up. So game started by shot 17-2 Russia. Since then, 17-10 Slovakia. So they turned it up. Now they just need to get one by Sheshurkin.
Some score effects will be kicking in here now. Russia up 2, will sit back. Slovakia down 2 and desperate, will keep pushing forward. That shot clock should continue to rise.
Zaitsev, slapper, broken up. 2 seconds remaining in the power play, so that's coming to an end. Maxim Mamin is out as Smetana. Send it across for Butz. As Anisimov, Butz. Slovakia comes away with it. Bondra, near corner. Spins, chips it down low. Smetana, all the way to the blue line. That shot, not on the money, goes behind the net. Boots takes it back up. Boots, Smetana, trade spots. Smetana gets that return pass. Cycles it low one more time for Bondra. Zaitsev all over him. It's Bondra, can't get it free. To the far wall, and finally Russia on the move. Evan, shot, steered aside, and he goes hard into the wall. And he's slow to get up, leaves his stick, and he's in a pile of pain, but he can't let Gusev come in.
Mamin holding that left shoulder awkwardly, which took the brunt of the blow with the wall.
And Gusev, alertly, he could have jumped up and it would have been offside, but man, did he ever have a chance to streak in. Long backhand up ahead, and the race is on. Gusev, speed to burn as he was racing in. Daluga, racing in now for Slovakia, in front, but nobody there for the pass.
Look at 71 skate though. He is just like a thoroughbred out there, just up and down the ice, just wants to go.
Young Mike Johnson.
Look at the young Mike Bonanno, maybe that jersey flapping in the wind.
Kristoff, he's pretty heated because he wanted that fired in the lot earlier. He was sitting at the blue line trying to advance in, and now he gets the puck. Kristoff to the point, just over the stick. Branyak keeps it in. Sent across. Ferraveri fires. That's deflected wide. It's Martin Ferraveri. We'll probably hear his name called in the first couple rounds. The NHL draft in Dallas this June. Ferraveri. Try to work it up to Nagy. That's broken up. Skabukov takes a bump. Kayev skating behind the net. He retreats, head up, and he's having a look. Bouncing puck, and Bakos, the give and the go, and sent to the near corner. Backhand, it's the side of net. Zaitsev's on it. Kayev shipping and chasing. He goes into the corner with Barabanov. Sekera beats him. And Slovakia in a 2-0 hole in a game. They need some points to try and make it to the corner. Spinning shot. Ashchak, who's been quiet in this game, gets it right on Shestyorkin. Backhand up, and Sekera settles it down as the captain. A third-round pick of Buffalo way back in 2004. Approaching 700 career NHL games. Deep into Russia's zone, but again, chipped back out. Now it's Adam Janosik. Janosik coming in, hands on it, wraparound try in front. And nearly had a great second opportunity as he fanned on the first shot. Dadonov, head up, tried to cut in, intercepted, and sent up ice. Here comes Bondra. Bouncing puck, Nesterov's on it. Has Grigorenko with him. He'll drop. Grigorenko fires, kick stop, rebound in front, shot. Oh, what a stop! And again, Dadonov denied. It's like him and Chiliak have their own little game going on.
All right, now it's about 4-0 Chiliak in that contest.
What a save. Kiselevich has it, whistles it, and just comes out of the zone. Bouncing puck, and Kaprizov wants it. He's on it. Kaprizov, 1-on-2, fires. Amazing, he even got the shot away. Good battle from Kaprizov in the slot. As Kaprizov's back on it. Behind the goal line. Drops. Gusev feeds it back. Slung in front, but that's picked off. As the captain was looking to create right to Ladislav Nagy. Nagy through neutral ice, brings it in. Nagy hit by Datsuk, comes to the near wall with 9 minutes to go in this third period. Ship by Ferraveri. Zabranyak up to Ferraveri. Backhand picked off. Single has to hustle back. Fanned on, Single. Can't get it. And Russia's turn to move it up ice. Shalunov swings at it. Collision in the corner, back up to the point. Buchnevich fires and up high, rebound in front. And Chiliak lost it for a second as the Ranger, Buchnevich, with a pretty good shot.
Welcome to score fan of the game.
Well, Mike, you're a guy that knows about shoulder issues, and Maxime Mann had the ice back on, and he was going to the room.
Yeah, that's to be a big loss. He's had a good game. Scored a goal. He's been big and physical. And not much for the rest of this game, but also, as we mentioned, the battle for first tomorrow night in the last game of the tournament, Sweden-Russia. Winner gets first spot.
Single was driving towards the net. Sekera stepping up. Here's Sekera. Waits, fires. Hit a body in front. A Single was looking for a rebound, but it hit him, didn't get through. Anisimov winds up, fires. Love save from Chiliak. And then some pushing in the corner as Marchenko was down. I think it's more of a fall than push.
Here you see the injury to Mammon. He just shoved as he's taking a shot from German, and left shoulder right into the boards, and shoulder separations, collarbones. Can happen with that kind of impact. They looked out on the bench for quite some time, 5-6 minutes, and then eventually went back across. You see the arm held up in that position. We've seen that before. We'll evaluate him all night, and hopefully he'll be ready to go, if not tomorrow, into the quarterfinals, which happen on Thursday.
Kablukov tied up in the face-off circle, and it just comes out of the zone. Gavrikov and Kiselevich on the back end for Russia on this shift. Swung up ice in the skates of Deluga. Deluga skating away from Mikayev, but Mikayev picks his pocket. Mikayev fires, and no rebound. That glove is pretty handy on old Chiliak. I'd like to see Jamie McLennan do a post-to-post on this guy back home.
Kind of a different style when he catches it, though. He almost holds it upright, almost a la Artur Zerbe used to, as opposed to the traditional catching style, but it works for him. He has been incredibly sharp, keeping his team in it. Under siege in the first period, 17 shots against. And up to 34 now in the game, just the 2 goals against for Chiliak.
Russia wins the face-off, fired in. Interesting, Mike, coming into this period, Slovakia had won about 62% of the face-offs in this hockey game.
Just imagine how lopsided the game would have been had they not.
A lot of posts and a lot of chances in that first period, but a much more Slovak game starting the second period and onward. Bondra picks it up near wall, chips it to Boots. Bondra back up to the point. Janosik fires, miss behind the net. That's Thurman. In a puck battle, Datsuk though picks it off. Kirill Kaprizov brings it in, protecting the puck. Kaprizov takes a bump from behind as Bondra said hello. Boots fanned on it, gets another chance and sends it across to Janosik. Svetana bouncing puck at the blue line. Datsuk hit from behind. Both sides changing up ahead. Another 7 minutes to go.
Here, 6.5. Time for Slovakia to throw caution to the wind, push forward, see what happens.
Well, here's the guys to do it. Yurko Gibson goes behind the play.
Kristoff fell down. He fell down and got run over by, I think, his own teammate moving up the ice.
As the battle continues, Nagy trying to get it to Sekera. Shalunov to Zaitsev. He skates off under his own power as Russia moves it up ice. Shashnikov near wall, chips at it. Shashnikov continues to skate after it with Buchnevich. Fire to the far wall, out of the zone, and Slovakia wanting a change, and they'll take one. Gavrikov fires it in to Bakosh. Bakosh in the far corner. Picked off Haschak. Oh, he was so close. Gavrikov was watching, but Haschak wanted that home run pass. Dadonov pinned in the corner. Swung over, and Haschak gets it in deep, continues to skate. Under 6 minutes to go, and Slovakia having a hard time breaking through. Grigorenko watching things off his stick. Mikayev chips and he chases. And again, coach trusting the sport flying out here in the late stages of the game. And as you point out, Mike, and worth pointing out, maybe a fourth line here, but back home in the KHL, really good players on their respective teams.
And Kablukov's one of their go-to defensive centermen with Datsuk anyway, so you got the guy you want playing down low, regardless of who his wingers might be.
Just kept in, fired on net in the skates of Kablukov and worked up ice. Russia changing. And Slovakia getting desperate for something. Jaros brings it in front, and Boots couldn't get a stick on it in front. And it goes all the way down the ice. Kaprizov in pursuit. Nice job from Datsuk, the turnover. In front, Gusev fires, and he whistled it wide. They can turn things around in a snap.
nothing playing the wall. Datsuk turns it over. Kaprizov finds Gusev, and he is always lurking in those one-timer positions in the offensive zone.
I will never coach, because when he first came over, I thought, you think this is good? You know, break up the chemistry in the top line right now, put that Gusev guy up there?
It's working out okay.
They've been phenomenal. Here's Sekera. Over the blue line. Yurko. Tough angle shot off a leg behind the net. Chip to the near corner. Under 4 minutes to go.
Got him.
High stretch pass. Down and off. Pardon me, that's Shalunov. Shalunov loses an edge.
Catches that, he probably has a breakaway.
Yurko. Now is the time for Slovakia. If there is a time, it's now. Drop pass. Ladislav Nagy couldn't accept it. Back into the Slovakian zone. Ranyak drops it off for Christoph. Chips it in deep. Sheshyorkin fires it up ice. Picked off. Shot. He's in position. Makes the stop. Could have worked out differently, but he was there. Grigorenko accepts the pass on the far wall. Chips it in, and away he goes. Grigorenko.
The difference between Russia and many countries we watch defending the lead, they still pass the puck up the ice. They don't just shoot it away. They don't just shoot it down for icings. They still move the puck up the ice and then are cautious once they get there. But they make the 2 or 3 passes to get it out of their own end under control.
Single, puck bouncing over him, and we'll keep an eye out on Chiliak if he does make a move.
Let's get ready to go. On the next dump, he almost left the net. On the last one, it was blocked down.
Deluga starts the play up ice. Nice job from Sheshyorkin as he got there in time. Otherwise, Kunderna would have had a great scoring opportunity. So we approach the 2-minute mark of this third period on 2 first-period goals. Gusev and Maxim Mamin, who's left the game with an apparent shoulder injury. Haven't seen him out since. Makayev gets it behind the net. The Blukov parked in front. Karabanov, your dealer behind the net. Pakosh goes to work on the corner. Christian Yaros helping, and they have to find a way to get Chiliak out of the net. And away he goes, up to Haschak. Haschak lost it, gets dumped down. So an empty net, 1:26, down by 2. Go time for Slovakia. Sekera fires it in. Every man racing in, including Tchaikovsky. The puck bounces out, and look out, empty net opportunity, scores. And there's your dagger. As Shalunov, who's had a real solid game on that 4th line, makes it 3-0 Russia.
Shalunov skating off the puck, frees himself up, but watch where he comes from on the ring. And he comes from below the puck, just full head of steam, beats the Slovakian defenders to it. Easy empty netter for him. But he started in good defensive positioning. So if Soshnikov was not able to get it out, he'd still be just fine. Oh, don't cry. So now for Slovakia, they are going to put their fate in the hands of France. They need France to take some points off of Switzerland for them to have a chance to go to the quarterfinals.
So Maxim Shalunov is from Chelyabinsk, Russia. You mentioned Mike Medano earlier in the broadcast.
Yes.
Well, another real good Russian player from Chelyabinsk, Sergei Makarov, who was the 9-time Soviet League scoring champ. And in 1990, another pretty good player was up for the Calder, and Makarov beat out Mike Medano.
Ooh, well tied in. And Slovakia still going to go for it. Chiliak off the ice again. 6 skaters out there.
Why not? Minute 4. Nothing to lose. It'd be nice to break up the Sheshyorkin shutout and get something offensively going. Haschak, right off the draw, behind the net. Gavrikov beats it, fired along the boards. As they continue to play pass, Tereveri swings it across. In the slot, bouncing puck, and Orvorka wanted Nagy. Comes all the way to the far wall. Yurko took a swing at it, missed. And Shashnikov had an open net, couldn't get the puck. Voka brings it in, works it down low. Yurko behind the nets. Far circle, back up to Sekera. Sekera, shot, didn't get through. With 18 seconds remaining, empty nets, and the unselfish pass over. Look at the celebration, empty net celebration. And just milking it, Mikhaev makes it 4-0. The Russians love to score, Mike. You know what? We got to tell that story too. So Datsuk, who's a playmaker, obviously, had 2 goals in a hockey game, a 2-on-1 with Kaprizov early in the tournament. What does Kaprizov do? I'm not passing. I'm going to go top corner. Bang, and he scored.
Look at the shot block here, though, chesting it down. And then nice passing play. Shalunov, Barabanov could shoot this in if he wants, but very unselfishly kicks it over to Mikhaev and make sure to swat that one in. Not like the Swedish team last night with Zibanejad and Raquel. Raquel made a mess of an empty net attempt. So this will be a 4-0 win for Russia.
And for Ilya Mikhaev in his first international tournament, the 23-year-old, I'm pretty sure his first goal at this tournament and internationally for Russia, so that's pretty special for the young guy, even though it's an empty netter. And that'll do it. Russia, a 4-0 win. Shutout for Igor Shestyorkin. And now for Russia and Ilya Vorobiev. Mike, one big game to come. It will be for the group. It'll be the final group game tomorrow here at Royal Arena.
Everyone knew what was coming for Russia and Sweden head-to-head for the first place in the group. And Slovakia, good battle, coming up just a bit short against one of the top teams once again.
Norway up at Korea over in Herning. Our next game, Czech Republic, Austria. We'll see you later from Copenhagen, Denmark.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will be awarded with the official watch from Tissot, official timekeeper of the 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. And the prizes will be presented by Sergei Kotarov, IIHF council member, and Miroslav Satan, general manager from Team Slovakia. And the best player of Team Slovakia is player number 1, Marek Siliak. And the best player of Team Russia is number 30, Igor Shestyorkin. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Russia. The 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship will continue in Royal Arena today at game 13 with a game between the Czech Republic and Austria. Get your official merchandise today. Don't forget to visit the IIHF merchandise stand in the fan zone. And remember, get your tickets for the next game. Tickets can be bought at Ticketmaster Sports Office in the arena and in the fan zone. And we thank you for an exciting game and kindly ask you to remember all your belongings and to exit Royal Arena. We hope to see you soon.
Nikita, a big win ahead of your big game against Sweden for top spot in the division. Were you guys happy with your performance here today?
Yeah, we're happy. It's good. It's good. Well, we're not moving to Herring. Yeah, so tomorrow is a very important game for us. So.
And for yourself, you've had a ton of great chances and looks in this tournament. Do you feel like your game's found another level?
No, it's just when I score, it's going to be in another level. But it's just I should score. I think a couple goals.
And for your team, do you guys feel like you're quarterfinal ready in terms of your play?
I think we got some stuff to fix in those days, but I think overall we're pretty good right now.
Well, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
To get a win against a team like this, you need some solid goaltending, and you've had that this entire tournament. Talk to me about how he's played so far.
Yeah, I think he had a good tournament so far. He played very well today. We just need to score some goals to win the game.
Was that the only difference in this game, or did penalty trouble maybe cost you guys?
We get a couple of power plays from which one we need to score the goals, and we didn't produce from the power play. So on tournament like that, the power play and penalty kill is the most important thing. So we have to get better on power play.
Best of luck in your last game.
Thank you so much.